Have you ever seen movies or read stories about magical books that grant great power to those who read them? Have you ever wondered if such treasures could exist in reality? Imagine, for a moment, holding in your hands an ancient compendium, an artifact that holds millennia of wisdom and the mysteries of the cosmos. This is the Kybalion, an ancient book that transcends time and space, a true treasure of Hermetic knowledge. The Kybalion not only offers answers, but also invites a profound spiritual awakening. Its pages contain the secrets of Hermeticism, an esoteric tradition that delves into the depths of the human being and the universe itself. It serves as a map to understanding our connection with the cosmos and the infinite potential within each of us. In this video, we will unveil the secrets of this enigmatic book, a treasure that to this day very few have fully understood. The concepts it presents are deep and complex, challenging our perception of reality and demanding an exploration beyond the known. Join us on this journey towards spiritual awakening and discover how the Kybalion can transform your life, opening doors to a new understanding of the universe and yourself. The Kybalion is a book published in 1908 by three anonymous individuals known as the Three Initiates. Its aim was to present these ancient esoteric teachings in an accessible format, ensuring their preservation for future generations. Hermes Trismegistus was a legendary figure revered as a god, believed to be the author of the sacred texts of Hermeticism. Known as Hermes in Greek mythology and Thoth in ancient Egypt, his knowledge was vast and profound, covering all areas of esoteric and spiritual wisdom. This wisdom has been passed down through generations of sages and esoteric teachers to the present day. The Kybalion has influenced various disciplines, including alchemy, philosophy, and magic, and has endured through the centuries, adapting to different eras and cultures. Despite the efforts of some institutions to suppress this knowledge, Hermetic teachings have found ways to persist, blending into various streams of thought and re-emerging at key moments in history. Through its legacy, the Kybalion invites us to explore the mysteries of the universe and discover our true potential as conscious beings. Its wisdom, hidden in its 7 principles, offers practical tools for personal and spiritual growth, helping us transcend the limitations of the mind and see beyond what our eyes can perceive. First, principle of mentalism. The all is mind. The universe is mental. The principle of mentalism is the cornerstone of the Kybalion, teaching us that the essence of all existence is the mind. This implies that our reality and all our experiences are creations of a universal mind. The physical reality we perceive is a manifestation of this mind, suggesting that everything we see, feel, and experience is a mental projection. This principle reveals that we are all connected through this universal mind, meaning our actions and thoughts can influence the collective, and collective thoughts can influence us. By expanding our consciousness, we broaden our reality and possibilities. Our thoughts, therefore, have a direct impact on our reality. They shape and transform our environment and experiences. The power of the mind is immense, and we can harness this power to improve our lives. By cultivating positive thoughts centered on growth, gratitude, and love, we can create a more harmonious and enriching reality. Conversely, negative thoughts, such as fear and despair, also have a significant but destructive impact. Therefore, we must be aware of our mental processes and actively work to master them rather than allowing them to control us. Second, principle of correspondence. As above, so below. As below, so above. This profound phrase reveals the connection and harmony between different planes of existence. The principle of correspondence establishes a direct relationship between phenomena on various levels of reality, encompassing everything from the vast and sublime to the minute and mundane. For instance, the laws governing the behavior of planets and stars in the cosmos, such as the law of gravity, reflect the same fundamental principles operating at the subatomic level in the quantum world. The same forces that keep planets in orbit also influence the interaction between subatomic particles like electrons and protons. Another example of the principle of correspondence is found in the fractal structure of nature. Fractals are geometric structures that exhibit self-similarity at different scales. A snowflake, for instance, has a general shape similar to that of an ice crystal, and this shape repeats at various scales. This property of self-similarity appears in many natural systems, from the branching of trees to the distribution of clouds in the sky. The principle of correspondence demonstrates that everything in the universe is interconnected. Events and processes on one level affect and reflect those on other levels. By understanding how these systems function on one level of reality, we can gain valuable insights applicable to other levels, allowing us to develop a more comprehensive understanding of the universe and our own existence within it. Third, principle of vibration. Nothing rests. Everything moves. Everything vibrates. The principle of vibration teaches us that nothing in the universe remains static. From the tiniest subatomic particles to the vast stars and galaxies, every component of the cosmos is imbued with vibrant, dynamic energy that defines its existence and interaction with the environment. Even in the vacuum of space, where it seems like nothing exists, quantum fluctuations reveal a vibrant energy. Vibration is fundamental in the creation and manifestation of all forms of matter and energy in the universe. From the birth of a star in a cosmic nebula to the blossoming of a flower on Earth, every aspect of reality is the result of vibrations and movements of particles and energies. This vibration implies a constant state of movement and change. Everything is in continuous flux, evolving and transforming at every moment. Vibration not only characterizes visible matter, but also manifests in more subtle forms, such as energy and consciousness. This principle also influences how we interact with the universe and create our own reality. Our thoughts, emotions, and actions emit vibrational frequencies that impact our lives. Every thought and emotion creates waves in the vast ocean of cosmic consciousness, interacting with the vibrations of the universe and shaping the reality we experience. Understanding and harnessing the principle of vibration allows us to align our frequencies with those of our desires and goals, promoting harmony and manifesting positive outcomes in our lives. By becoming aware of the vibrations we emit, we can consciously direct our energy towards creating a more fulfilling and enriched reality. Fourth, principle of polarity. Everything is dual. Everything has poles. Everything has its pair of opposites. Like and unlike are the same. Opposites are identical in nature, but different in degree. Extremes meet. All truths are but half-truths. All paradoxes may be reconciled. The principle of polarity reveals that opposites are not necessarily contradictory, but rather complementary. This understanding leads us to a more holistic and balanced view of reality, where opposites are simply different manifestations of the same essence. For example, heat and cold, while perceived as opposites, are different degrees of the same temperature scale. There is no clear dividing line where heat becomes cold. Instead, there is a continuous gradient. By understanding this, we see that heat and cold are interdependent. One cannot exist without the other. Similarly, light and darkness are poles on the spectrum of luminance. Light cannot exist without darkness, and darkness cannot exist without light. This principle also applies to our emotions. Happiness and sadness, though opposite, are parts of the same emotional essence. Happiness would have no meaning without sadness, and we value moments of joy precisely because we know what it means to be sad. This principle invites us to look beyond the appearance of duality and conflict and to recognize the underlying unity in all aspects of reality. It teaches us that opposites are not conflicting forces but complementary parts of a whole. Understanding the principle of polarity helps us to reconcile apparent contradictions and find harmony within the dualities we encounter. It encourages us to embrace both sides of every situation, realizing that they are interconnected and that balance is achieved through the integration of these polarities. Fifth, principle of rhythm. Everything flows in and out. Everything has its tides. All things rise and fall. The pendulum swing manifests in everything. The measure of the swing to the right is the measure of the swing to the left. Rhythm compensates. The principle of rhythm reveals that the universe follows a natural ebb and flow, a constant oscillation present in all aspects of life. Nothing remains static. Everything is in a continuous state of movement and transformation. Nature itself, from the smallest elements to the largest, adheres to a rhythmic pattern. When we observe nature, It undergoes an annual cycle of change: spring, summer, autumn, and winter. Spring is a time of rebirth, summer of abundance, autumn of harvest and preparation, and winter of rest and renewal. The economy also reflects this principle with cycles of expansion and contraction that show the rhythmic nature of financial activity. Even our emotions and mental states follow subtle, yet constant rhythmic patterns. Understanding the principle of rhythm allows us to see life from a broader perspective, recognizing the patterns that surround us. Everything in existence participates in a constant rhythm of advance and retreat, rise and fall. Sixth, the principle of cause and effect. Every cause has its effect. Every effect has its cause. Everything happens according to the law. Chance is but a name for a law not recognized. There are many planes of causation, but nothing escapes the law. The principle of cause and effect reveals to us that everything in the universe is the result of a specific cause and that every action has a consequence. Nothing happens by chance. Each event is part of a chain of events originated by a cause. Every fact, no matter how insignificant it may seem, is an essential piece within the complex universal mechanism. From galaxies to atoms, everything in the cosmos follows this principle of causality. Every action, thought, and decision we make generates a chain reaction that affects not only our lives but also everything around us. Understanding the principle of cause and effect gives us a clear and structured view of how the universe works. It shows us that all events are interconnected and that we too are part of that system. Each decision we make is a thread in the vast tapestry of existence, weaving the destiny not only of our lives but of the entire universe. Therefore, we must strive to be aware of our actions and their consequences, as even things that seem insignificant can have a significant impact on reality. Seventh, the principle of gender. Gender is in everything. Everything has its masculine and feminine principles. Gender manifests on all planes. The seventh principle of the Kybalion is a revelation of the omnipresent presence of masculine and feminine energies that permeate all aspects of existence. It goes beyond the mere dichotomy of biological sex, extending through the different planes of reality, weaving an intricate dance of duality that underlies the very fabric of the universe. In the physical plane, this principle is manifested in sexual reproduction, where the union of the masculine and feminine genders is an indispensable vital force for the perpetuation of life in all its forms. Even in the inorganic realm, we can find the influence of this duality in the creation of new compounds through the combination of chemical elements, where atoms interact in a way that reflects this cosmic dance of complementary energies. On the mental plane, the interaction between logical thinking and intuition reveals the inherent harmony between the masculine and feminine. Logic acts as a beacon that guides us in the analysis and structuring of knowledge, while creativity transports us to unexplored territories, propelling us to explore new possibilities and conceive the inconceivable. In the spiritual plane, the principle of gender manifests in the union of the active spirit and receptive wisdom. The masculine energy of the spirit propels growth and expansion, while the feminine energy brings understanding and connection. This principle invites us to honor and celebrate the complementarity of these energies within and outside of ourselves. By recognizing and embracing this duality, we can find a deeper harmony with the universe and a more intimate connection with our own essential nature. Conclusion. After navigating through the 7 Hermetic principles, the Kybalion emerges as a guiding light on the path to a deeper understanding of existence. Far from mere ideas, these principles stand as powerful tools shaping our reality and expanding our consciousness. They invite us to transcend the limits of the known, to delve into the vastness of the cosmos, and to recognize our intrinsic connection to it. By applying these teachings in our daily lives, we unleash infinite potential and become the architects of our own destiny. Throughout the ages, the Kybalion has been a sanctuary of wisdom and transformation for countless souls. It has been the compass that has guided many through darkness into light, healing wounds and revealing their true purpose in life. By elevating our own consciousness and opening ourselves to spiritual awakening, we radiate a light that illuminates the world around us. Each individual who embraces these principles contributes to a harmonious flow of energy that nourishes and enriches the very fabric of existence, expanding collective consciousness to higher levels of understanding and spiritual connection. The Kybalion teaches us that we are not mere spectators in this vast universe, but powerful agents capable of influencing the course of our existence and the environment around us. With every thought, word, and action, we sow seeds of change that reverberate through time, shaping our realities and those of the people around us. On this journey towards fulfillment and personal realization, we discover the potential within us, the power to unfold our most authentic expression and contribute to the collective evolution of humanity and the universe itself. What do you think? Have you read the Kybalion? Share your experience in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you've made it this far. See you in the next video, and remember, stay awake.